We've got an absolute brilliant video here of Trump and Keir Starmer talking about free speech, protests, and Trump has finally said it to his face, what millions of us have been saying for a very long time. I've said it in my videos, people have commented it. It's all about anti-immigration, free speech. How can we prevent it? Let's look at the video, we'll break it down and see what he's got to say. But he finally tells him what he's got to do. Let's have a look.
So we had millions of people flowing in, totally unchecked, totally unvetted from the Biden administration. 25 million, in my opinion, that would be about 25 million. They came from prisons, they came from mental institutions, they were gang members, they were drug dealers. They came from the Congo, they came from all parts of South America, they came from everywhere. Think of it, prisons from the Congo being released into the United States, prisons opened up in Venezuela and many other countries pouring into the United States.
America did have it seriously bad, maybe even worse than the UK, especially along obviously the southern border with Mexico. They have thousands upon thousands of illegal migrants crossing into America. It's a real issue, but he has dealt with it. But let's see how he would deal with it in the UK.
And I couldn't believe it. One of the reasons I decided to run. I decided to run because I don't want to be controversial, but you see what's happened and you see all the information that's come out. We won in 2020 big. And I said, let's run, we got to run, because I saw what was happening. And the worst thing that I saw was all of these people. You know, we've already solved inflation. We've solved prices. Oil is way down. Energy is way down in the United States. But what I saw happening with millions of people pouring into our country, I couldn't stand to watch it. And we've done a great job. Nobody, if you've seen the last, I appreciate your question, by the way, nobody, absolutely zero, and I'm not even sure that's possible, but it's a very liberal group that come out with those statistics. The last 3 months, we had zero. From millions of people a year ago, we had zero people enter our country illegally. And we do have people coming in legally through a legal process and testing and lots of other things.
I don't know if that statistic is true, but it's absolutely mental if it is. But the way he's gone about it is he's got his ICE, okay, his immigration team. I can't remember exactly what ICE stands for, but they literally just went out on operations day and night, 24/7, and arresting anyone who was illegally in the country. And this was thousands upon thousands. And then there's images of him actually just putting them on planes, military cargo planes, military personnel carriers, and just loading them all on, flying them back to the country, all in handcuffs. There was none of this judicial reviews, there was no high courts, there was no appeals. It was, you are here illegally. Let's use Colombia as an example. You are going back. And he just rounded them up, and there were protests and riots about it, but the teams just went out and got the job done. But let's carry on to see how he would solve it in the UK.
I think it's very important, and we speak about it, and I think your situation is very similar. You know, you have people coming in, and I told the Prime Minister I would stop it, and it doesn't matter if you call out the military, it doesn't matter what means you use, but it's going to destroys countries from within. And we're actually now removing a lot of the people that came into our country. It's a very hard chore. We were given a very, very bad hand. Millions of people came in from prisons and mental institutions. We have to remove them. And we are removing them. We have no choice. And I feel very strongly about it. Thank you.
There you see, he is extremely proud of his country. He wants the best for his country. But there it is. Call in the military. I've been saying it. You've all been saying it in the comments as well. But Keir Starmer, we'll see what he's got to have to say in a minute, isn't prepared to do that. Deploy him on the beaches, deploy him in the sea, deploy him on the French beaches. Reconnaissance, surveillance, deterrence. Find out where they're smuggling these people in. Have people patrolling the beaches to prevent them coming in. Once you get them in, you know, we need to get out of this Modern Slavery Act, the ECHR, is it the European Convention of Human Rights? Okay, you're here illegally, you've come here illegally, come through the legal routes if you want to claim asylum. You've obviously paid the money to the people smugglers, send them back to the country and then they come back. But he's saying deploy the military, do whatever it takes, otherwise it will destroy your country from within. And he's just said that openly, nationally, on TV to everyone, right there, standing next to Keir Starmer. But will he listen? Let's have a look.
Thank you very much.
Jack, let me just deal with the question of returns, because this is obviously an issue we're taking incredibly seriously. We've struck a number of deals both on cooperation with other countries, because this is a problem right across Europe, to tackle the problem of actually breaking up the gangs that are running this trade. We have had a record number of returns, over 35,000 now since we came into office. That's the highest number for the best part of 10 years.
I've checked out those statistics. They are correct, but they've struck deals. Yes, they've got deals with countries to take them back, but we still have the issue with ECHR. We still have the issue with Modern Slavery Act. We still have judges accepting people's appeals. You know, the way we have to carry out removals as well, we're very restricted. Then you've got the one in, one out deal with France. You're exchanging one for one. People don't want that. That's not the deal that people wanted, and it hasn't worked so far. As it goes on to say in a minute, they got one off yesterday morning, but the first two failed. So that deal wasn't successful either.
We struck the returns arrangement with France, and notwithstanding the challenges to that scheme, which you've seen in the last few days, a flight went off at 6:15 this morning, successfully returning someone under that scheme. So that is an important step.
But you're getting someone in return for that. It's not what the people of the UK are asking for.
Forward. Obviously, there's no silver bullet here. There's a range of things that need to be done. But given the challenges of returning people, it is important that we're able to prove it can be done. It was done. It was done early this morning. So I can confirm that that flight went. It went successfully. And I'm pleased about that. Now we need to ramp that up at scale, which was always envisaged under the scheme. But it's very important that we have been able to prove that the proof of concept, if you like, that this can be done, and will continue in that way.
And there's the issue right there. He's a political yes man, all about trying to make deals. Trump is a doer. Get things done no matter the situation. He thinks about it. He's a problem solver. Right? He doesn't care what anyone else thinks. He just cares what his job is and what is best for his country. Keir Starmer is a yes man. How can I get deals? How can I get something from it? No. You're here illegally. Sorry, you're being removed, okay? If you want to, go and claim asylum in other countries that you've come through, we are going to prevent these boats. The only way you're going to prevent these boats, that only way, is deterrence on the beaches in the sea to stop them from crossing and getting in the boats, and then having something seriously enforced to say, if I get on a boat, I know I'm going to be picked up straight away and I'm going to be returned. They're still coming on the boats because they still have hope, because there's a one in, one out. But you're still saying the one in, one out is if they don't have a right to claim asylum. If they come on a boat and prove they've got a right to claim asylum, then they stay. You need a full-on deterrence. Deploy soldiers, sailors, marines to the beaches in the English Channel and to the French beaches, okay? Deploy them on the streets. That is what we need. You need something strong, hard to say, you come, that's fine. But you will be detained and you'll be returned until you come through legally. That, I believe, is what the people of the UK are asking for. I'd love to know your thoughts on this. He's just going around deals and political routes, round and round in circles, typical British MP. That is not what people want. We don't want a yes man in place. We want someone who's a doer, a problem solver, and is just happy to get things done, no matter the situation, to do what's right for the people of his country. But I'd love to know your thoughts on this, so please do comment below. I'll be very interested to hear what you've got to say. And check out our coffee and t-shirts over at combatreadyhq.co.uk. The link is in the description. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe.